Proactiva Open Arms is a Spanish NGO devoted to search and rescue at sea. Set up in October 2015, it carried out its first rescue action that same month from its base on the Greek island of Lesbos, as well as maintaining a permanent base on Lesbos. The NGO carries out its rescue operations from 3 ships: a sailing yacht Astral, the Golfo Azzurro and Open Arms. In 2016, Proactiva won the HERO Award for Outstanding Team Contribution to a Maritime SAR operation at the first edition of the UK-based International Maritime Rescue Federation's HERO Awards for their participation in saving the lives of over 200 people who had capsized their overloaded vessel off the north shore of Lesbos. The NGO has received several other awards, including the European Citizens Prize awarded by the European Parliament in 2016. Its founder, Oscar Camps, was named Catalan of the Year by El Periódico de Catalunya in 2015. As an NGO, Proactiva developed from Proactiva Serveis Aquatics, a company providing lifeguard and water rescue services, located in Badalona, Spain, due to the refugee crisis and the several high-profile deaths at sea. Oscar Camps traveled to Lesbos in September 2015, along with 3 other volunteers. In September, the first volunteers arrived on the Greek island to collaborate in rescue operations. In the beginning, the only materials available to them was basic diving equipment. Their main activities were to guide and assist the migrants to arrive safely on the shore. In July 2017, Proactiva Open Arms was one of the 3 migrant rescue NGOs operating in the area that signed the Italian government's Code of Conduct for Rescue Operations. 5 other NGOs refused. Apart from the organizations refusing to sign the code, Amnesty International commented that the Code of Conduct is the result of a wrong belief that having rescuers attracts migration, that it is specifically designed to hinder the work of humanitarian ships, and has no legal value whatsoever, as it conflicts with international law regarding rescue operations, and that application of the code could carry serious consequences for rescuers because it could expose them to accusations of aiding illegal immigration, and that it was a trick to make NGOs more vulnerable to future legal actions. Previously, experts on migration policy had commented that EU politicians and policy makers have repeatedly declared they are at war with the smugglers and that they intend to break the smugglers' business model. The evidence from our research suggests that smuggling is driven, rather than broken, by EU policy, and that the problem is there's a huge political agenda around migration. So the more pragmatic of effective alternatives are being overridden by political aspirations of leaders across the European Union. They've backed themselves into a political corner where it's very difficult to do anything else. At the end of 2016, Human Rights Watch stated that a lack of leadership, vision, and solidarity based on human rights principles are at the core of the EU's dismal response to refugee and migration challenges. Likewise, a December 2016 report by Médecins Sans Frontières analyzing the EU's accusations, based on an internal report from the European Border Agency, Frontex, that the humanitarian organizations running search and rescue operations in the central Mediterranean were doing so in collusion with smugglers or were helping them to carry out their deadly trade, concluded that the alternative implied by Frontex's concerns about our rescue operations is to let people drown as a strategy to deter the smugglers. Also responding to Frontex's allegations that aid groups were indirectly supporting criminal traffickers, Mario Giro, Italy's deputy foreign minister, said it showed a fundamental misunderstanding of so-called push and pull factors, adding that it was a misleading controversy being used for internal purposes. The view that the rescue Nagos boats in the Mediterranean acted as a pull factor for migrants and traffickers was also challenged in March 2017 by 2 academics from Oxford and UC Berkeley who looked at data on rescues and deaths at sea and concluded that there was no correlation between the number of rescue vessels near Libya and the number of migrants arriving in Italy, stating that SAR operations reduce mortality risks. and has little or no effect on the number of arrivals. On the other hand, researchers also cite testimonies of smugglers bribing police in Greece, Turkey and other countries of transit, and that state officials, the military, law enforcement, and border guards are also involved in smuggling. The 4th of October, members of the PORA aboard the sailing yacht Astral participated in the rescue of hundreds of people on overloaded wooden vessels and rafts and recovered dozens of corpses with over 24 people found dead in one boat alone. Following the impoundment of the rescue ship on arrival at P.